Hey, Zack here from Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center. Today we're having a look at the Jackson Nirvana. So the Nirvana was essentially designed as a kayak to fill in this race category of creek boats that technically weren't allowed to be over 9 feet. So all the manufacturers were kind of competing to build these fast creek boats so they could all kind of compete in this 9 foot and under race class. So they were all building boats to get to that 9 foot mark, but still carry a lot of speed, predictability, handling, so they could compete on these really technical class 5 race courses. So what does that mean for the end user? Do you need to be a racer or class 5 paddler to be able to enjoy this boat? No, definitely not. Is it more of an advanced user's kayak? I would say yes, for sure. The length, the amount of rocker it has, and the width definitely lends itself to someone who has a bit more experience in a whitewater boat. But in all honesty, the Nirvana has definitely become one of my go-to boats if I'm going to be paddling anything difficult. The rocker profile on it is significant enough that it makes turning it incredibly easy, which is something that I find is a bit of a benefit on tighter, more technical whitewater. The narrowness of it lends itself to paddling faster. So, you can pick up speed faster, you can punch through holes quicker, and it just carries itself with a little more speed than some other kind of creek boat offerings. Up front, you can see it's got a significant amount of rocker profile on it. So rocker is, that curvature at the bottom of the boat is twofold. Too much rocker, it's gonna slow the boat down and make it really wanna pivot. Not enough rocker, it's not gonna be able to turn. It's gonna carry a lot of speed, but you're not gonna have that maneuverability. So finding that kind of balance point can be tough. And I think they've done a really good job on the Nirvana of kind of finding that balance point. So up front here on the bow, we've got our dedicated carry handle, which could also be used to, as an extraction if we need to clip a rope onto it to pull it out of a pin. Further back, we've got our GoPro mount. This can be removed and plugged with the little plug that comes with the kit. No big deal if you want to catch some sweet footage of you going down that next steep drop. Attach the GoPro and fire away. Another little pin extraction right here. This one's gonna be a little tighter than that one, so you can get some extra leverage on there if you need to get that boat out of a tight situation. That's what that's there for. The design on the bow here, it's got a bit of shed on it with these lines here, designed to kind of shed water coming off of drops in through holes. Really, these kayaks are designed to resurface really quickly for running big waterfalls, big slides, running through big whitewater, essentially. Coming further back, you can see we got this big, deep cutout here, and they do this to, one, facilitate a good fit for the paddler, but also to add a lot of volume into the bow and into the stern, and it all has to do with resurfacing out of holes and out of drops so that that boat does not get pushed down deep. It comes up really quick. Inside, we've got Jackson's standard outfitting. This is the 2020 version with the gray ripstop. It has been upgraded into the wave pattern outfitting for this year. Not a huge difference as far as how it works, just basically a slightly different fabric that they're using on the outside. Has a sliding bulkhead system, which runs on a rope cleat. Super easy to use. The beauty of the Jackson boats is, you just unwrap them if you need to add a couple of hip shims into the pouches on the sides here. If you need to make a quick adjustment to your seat, slide the bulkhead, lock it in, you're done, you're ready to go. There's not a whole lot of messing around, and it's pretty much ready to go right out of the package. The back band is adjusted with the rope cleat system. Some people love it, others don't. I'm a big fan of it. It works really easily. If you take care of it, it lasts a long time, pretty much maintenance free. The other benefit of it that I find is if you do blow a rope on the river, one of these do happen to snap, well, if you have an extra chunk of rope with you, well, you can just fix it right on the fly. It's simple, and it works really well. Inside, there's a couple of bungees here so you can mount the water bottle, keep a throw bag handy, which I think are both good things to have close at hand. Coming back a little further, we've got two kind of extraction pins here, again, for just different mounting positions if this boat needs to be hauled out of somewhere tight. Carry handle at the back, same idea. You can use it to pick it up and carry, or if you need to extract the boat out of somewhere, you can clip a carabiner on there and give her a yank. On the back here, you'll notice this big kind of volume on the stern with a lot of rocker. And again, this kind of balloon right here is again, just to add volume to the back of the boat. It's gonna help with resurfacing, coming out of big drops, carrying speed, and all those things. I think it's a really good looking boat. Looks great in the water, paddles really well, really fast. I've become a big fan. Some of the things I've found personally with the Nirvana, it does feel really stable. Maybe not quite when I compared it back with the Zen, and the new Zen, that is, the 3.0. The Zen and we'll do a separate review on that, the Zen feels really, really solid. Like, you know, you're paddling a tank, that thing's just going to go. It tracks really well. It's maybe a little more sluggish on the turns than what the Nirvana is, and that's because of that rocker profile and the narrowness of the Nirvana. What I really like about the Nirvana was the responsiveness and the speed. So those two things there, it kind of makes it my choice of a preferred boat. The advantages of a boat like the Zen is going to be the stability and the predictability of the Zen. It holds the line really, really well. You don't have to worry about it kind of spinning out of control if you're not used to how the handling of a boat like this works. All right, so looking at the hull here, you can see definitely a significant rocker on this boat, which is great for what you want this kayak to do. Kind of a multi-chine here, so I don't know what you call these hulls. It's almost like a hybrid. It's not a full displacement hull. It's not a planing hull. It's kind of a combination between the two. It definitely has some curvature on the bottom here. A couple of nice hard release rails on the side, into the side profile there. And you know, I'm not a boat designer. I don't know how they come up with this stuff, but I think they've really done a good job on creating a very predictable, user-friendly hull compared to some of the other, you know, 9-foot boats on the market if you're looking for something with good predictability and good speed. So the Nirvana is available in two sizes, a medium and a large. They don't have a small version now, but if you're a smaller paddler, you know, generally you can get in that medium, pad it out with a bit of extra outfitting, maybe in the knees, in the hips for sure, and just by using that adjusting bulkhead. Might be a little bit more extra work than for someone who could just hop into a medium or a large and be the right size with minimal adjustments, but it's still definitely doable. So I paddle a large. I'm sitting around 200 pounds, about 5'10", so a little bit of COVID weight going on, but the large fit me really well. A couple of hip pads in there, slide the bulkhead. I didn't need to make any adjustments to the seat, and it was ready to go. I had this thing set up in about 5 minutes, ready to hit the river, and felt great. So that's the Jackson Nirvana. If you have any questions, check it out online, frontnacoutfitters.com. Give us a call, send us an email. We're always happy to chat. Thanks for watching.